What is going on? So today we're going to be making a thumbnail just like the one I made here for you guys. So I'm going to show you how I recreated this. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so here we are at canva.com. This is going to be your tool to make that awesome thumbnail that I just made. Now, the thing that I would recommend is that you do invest in some tools if you're serious about creating your YouTube channel. So I use Photoshop. It's something that I see the value in, and I pay for that on a monthly subscription. But hey, if you're just trying to get started and you would do something that's free, you've probably heard of Canva.com, but let me show you what I did to make this thumbnail. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it here. So come up here to the top, you wanna type in YouTube Thumbnail. And then it's gonna pull up all these templates that you can use. Now the one that I specifically used was right here, and obviously we have some similar ones like this and another one right here. So you could use either of those if you'd like, but let's go ahead and just click the same one. Okay, so here we are. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of that gradient. I'm gonna get rid of this background image, and I can also get rid of that as well. I'm gonna get rid of that, and then I'm gonna keep this. I'm just going to change the style and the font of this later. We'll just stick that over here. Okay, so what we need now is the actual image of myself, right? So what we wanna do is we need to go to a website to cut myself out. So we're gonna go to remove.bg, and that's gonna take me here. Okay, so it really is simple from here. All we're gonna do is I'm just gonna minimize this so I can click and drag in, because I'm a click and dragger. That's the type of person I am. So this is the image we're going to use. So this is actually when me and my wife are living on Maui, and we're gonna go and use that. And click and drag and put it in there, okay? So this is gonna do all the work for us. As you can tell, this is pretty quick. You can see I've actually made one here before. That's the one we're gonna use. I'm just showing you how to go about doing this. And bam, there it is. So this program actually does a really good job cutting out. If you've seen my other video where I actually cut myself out in Photoshop and how tedious and precise you have to be, this actually does a really good job for how intuitive this program is. I would definitely recommend it. Now, the only thing about this program is when you download it, it's gonna give you a low resolution image. When we put this into the thumbnail, you'll see what I'm talking about. But hey, if you need something that's free, this definitely works. So we're gonna go ahead and hit download. It's gonna stay to your downloads folder. So let's go ahead and get back into Canva over here. Okay, so I've already have uploaded this into Canva, which is right here. So we're just gonna go ahead and click and drag that in. And then we're just gonna resize it, obviously, probably somewhere in there. And then we're going to adjust this a little bit. So as you can kind of tell by looking at this, I'm pretty grainy, which just means low resolution. But like I said, it's a free program, and like I said, it's a pretty good job cutting out. Like, I'm really impressed with it. Okay, so I'm gonna bump up the contrast just a little bit to make me a little bit more sharp. And then I might even bring the saturation up just a little bit just to kind of help me out. You gotta be careful with saturation. And then that's pretty good. I don't want to mess with the brightness because I'm almost washed out in this one, so we're gonna leave it at that. Okay, now we need to add in the background. So I came up here and I just typed in tropical. Great thing about Canva is it has a lot of free images that you can use. Like there's this image right here you could use. That's a great one. I thought about even using that one. There's so many good ones. Now the thing to note is there's gonna be some of these that are not free. Like this one is a royalty one, right? You have to actually pay for this, and it's a great image. So just keep that in mind with Canva. It's a free service, but there's also the paid features that is going to give you a lot more flexibility and cooler features to use as well. And then I think I scrolled down. Where are you at? Right here. This is the image I used. So that'll be the image I used, and it looks like it just replaced my other image, which is okay. So we're gonna do that and then hit position backwards. So that image is in the far back as I can go. It's behind the font. But now I have to go back and add myself because it just replaced the image I had and it's trying to do it again. Okay, so there we go. Elements, okay. So we're gonna click and drag this up again. So obviously the main feature here for the thumbnail. Again, rule of thumb with thumbnails is people like to see people in their thumbnails. They're just more clickable, they're more personal to the person that's actually watching the video. They kind of know what they're getting when they click on the video. So always have yourself in the thumbnail. And again, another rule is you want to be about 1/3 of the thumbnail size. So imagine that this is 1/3 of the thumbnail. This is the second third of the thumbnail. This is the third part of the thumbnail. So I'm about 1/3 of this total thumbnail. Okay. Now we just need to mess with the fonts, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and change this to quick and easy, all capped. Resize it just a little bit, like that. Okay. And if you have trouble like trying to actually move this, like see I'm kind of clicking and dragging this, but the problem is this layer actually is it's on top of the font. So I'm gonna try to position this word back. Now let's see now this is in front, like this is the up front most layer. The other thing you could do is hit Command and click on this, and you could actually click and drag it if you want to keep this layer on top. Just depends what you're trying to do. So let's go ahead and resize this to like what I had before. Another cool trick with Canva is it's very similar to Photoshop. So if I was to hit Alt, I'm using a Mac, I'm not sure what that would be for Microsoft and all that, but just hit Alt, click and drag, and I have a duplicate layer. So that's a really cool, easy trick to use. And then this one's gonna be thumbnail as well, okay? And this is going to be, I think I went to Effects, and I went to the Splice one here, okay? And then you want to change that to red, and then obviously you want to change the outline to white, and bam, there you go, there's that. And then this will be Effects again, and this one I changed to glitch. And again, I need to change this, which actually that green's kind of cool, it kind of works, but there's a lot of different colors going on here, so let's just try to keep this as neutral as possible. So white is always a good safe option, and you have this nice blue pink background behind it, which really works with the glitch, okay? And then the last thing that we need to add is the YouTube thumbnail, or the YouTube logo. I think I typed in just YouTube, yep, there it is. So just want to click and drag this in here. And that's what's great about Canva is it gives you a lot of options. There's a lot of cool stuff in here that I haven't gotten to show you guys. There's a lot of stuff that's just really cool. Like these animated images here are amazing. There's just a lot. Canva's done a really good job. I've been using them for quite a few years, and they just keep getting better and better. So the other cool thing that you could do with this logo here is you can actually change the color of the font, right? So if I wanted to go like red, I could do that, which that's not too bad. I could use white, but white kind of gets washed out, so you can't really see it here. I mean, you can pick any color you want, but obviously you want to kind of stick to the normal colors, right? So we could also change the actual like arrow right here in the logo, right? So we could change that to black, right? We could change it to really any color we wanted, but obviously the logo is red and white, so let's leave it that way. So another cool thing about Canva is it's very similar in how to go back a step, right? Go back in action. And what you can do is just hit Command Z, again, that's for Mac, and see how it's a super easy shortcut just to take you back a few steps if you need to do that. So another cool feature about Canva. So the last thing I'm taking a look at here is as you can kind of tell, like I'm pretty white compared to the actual background image. It doesn't look very real, and I'm not trying to go for completely real. I'm pretty sure you can tell like I would definitely put myself into this image. And actually it looks like the stuff that I did earlier, it went away. I'm not sure why that is. So let's just go back in here. And just bumping the contrast up so I'm a lot sharper in this image. And again, we're going to bump up the saturation so I'm got more color in me, which looks like I'm actually there. You kind of see like how we got this reddish pink glow. Now you kind of see like I'm kind of like this reddish pink glow, which looks like I'm more a part of this image. So that's just an aesthetic thing that we're going to do with that. All right, guys, so that is the end product of making a thumbnail on Canva. Like I said, that was super easy, really fast. All you have to do is just come over here at download. We're gonna do PNG. PNG is just a really good file format that just is gonna give you really good quality. You just hit download, it'll save it to your downloads folder. And this is the final product right here. So as you can tell, this is how it turned out. As you can kind of see, like I said, with using that remove.bg program, is I'm a little blurry, not completely sharp, but as you put this on a thumbnail, it's gonna be condensed down in size, which will still look great in that. And as you can see from this video that you clicked on, that's what the end result was. So with that, guys, I hope this was helpful for you. If you like this, please hit that like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this, and have an awesome day.